am highly impressed with this kit.
Yes, dude, yes!
What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we have this Mach 1 here. Now this belongs to none other than Xander 13, but we have this Mach 1 here, and I kind of wanted to go over this kit with you guys. This is something new. This is actually a first for a Mach 1 with this supercharger kit.
Making world history, baby.
Confirmed by ESS. So this is an ESS supercharger kit, and this is kind of a new kit on the block with the Mustang. It's been out for a little while. It's been getting good reviews. Wengerd Performance, who will be tuning this car and who tunes pretty much every car that we do here at HPR, is one of the preferred tuners on the ESS site when you go to purchase this kit. So he likes the kit, has nothing but good things to say about it, so we are going to install it. This is the first ESS kit that we have installed here at the shop, so I'm highly interested in how it's going to go. We got Chris, as always, with us at HPR. He is now, if you have not seen the videos, he now works with me full time. All right, so we're going to be installing this. I'm going to kind of do a time-lapse video with you guys and to kind of hit the high points. Also, guys, make sure to go check out Xander 13's video. He'll be covering some of this stuff. I'm going to cover this more of a shop perspective. But and also, we've already done the oil pump gears and the crank sprocket. If you have not seen Xander's video, we've already done the oil pump gears and the crank sprocket. So we got new boundary oil pump gears and crank sprocket in there, along with the new Ford oil pump housing. And it's all back together, and it's ready for the supercharger install. You ready?
Yep, I want to go over one thing though. Xander's holding this blower, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've picked this blower up already once. This blower is really half the weight of a Pro Charger or a Vortec.
So now, because we confirmed that by weighing them.
It's significantly lighter.
Okay.
Hand weight, there's a big difference. You have a lot of billet components.
Mm-hmm.
This is a G3 straight cut gear kit. Okay, this will take you up to about, I think, 1,000 horsepower or somewhere in that ballpark. Big combination the guys go with is like the G2 kit, which take you to, it's good for like 800. And a lot of guys upgrade to the bigger intercooler, which is right there. But we want a little bit of freedom maybe in the future, so we went with the G3, and we have all the upgraded components. Your main bracket comes with 10 rib from the get-go. A little bit of cost savings there. So instead of a lot of the hard piping, you have a lot of silicone. Everything is silicone, so the whole kit is significantly, I think, less weight than a Pro Charger or Vortec, you know.
ESS, I think, advertises 44 pounds for the entire kit.
That's crazy.
Yeah, pretty light, pretty light. So again, we are the first in the world on the entire planet Earth, to be running this on a Mach 1. So this is history in the making. I think it's pretty cool, and I wanted to bring it to your shop because you guys know what you're doing.
So guys, that's what we're going to do right here. We're going to put this together, and as we put it together, like I said, things that I noticed I'll point out, but we're going to go ahead and get started for you guys and then take you along. But really quick, we're going to shoot back really quick to the dyno footage. All right, so as you see, that's what it put down on the dyno. So we're going to compare what it put down originally to what it puts down and see how much power we picked up with this. And so highly looking forward to that. That'll all be in this video, guys. Xander will also cover other stuff in his videos, so go make sure to check out his videos, Xander 13, link down in the description. So you ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
This
All right, one thing I'm gonna go over real quick, guys, is this kit. When we was installing it just now, Xander caught it on video, my actual initial reaction. But these right here got cutouts in this right here, so this blower literally just kind of fits into place, and you don't have to fight it to put the bolts in, nothing like that. Everything lines up, bolts go right in. So I mean, it literally just drops into place. So far, guys, I am highly impressed with this kit. All right, so we got the intercooler and everything on, the tubing going to the blower. One thing I want to talk about is on the instructions, it has you putting this right here on this side and then later putting the crash bar on, but we actually located it on the back side, ran the bolts through and put the factory nuts that go on the bars, the support braces, put them on, and it moved the intercooler just a little further back, but you got plenty of room back here and everything fits perfect. And then the crash bar goes back on and perfectly. So one thing we did a little different than the instructions, but other than that, we did come down here, instead of removing this and leaving it off, Chris actually did it, trimmed all of this, so when the bumper's on, this comes up, directs airflow through every bit of this instead of just letting it go wherever. We are waiting on a couple parts from ESS, but you'll see that here in a minute. We'll have those parts due to the magic of videos. Y'all don't have to wait on them. This kit is the first Mach 1 that ESS has done, so there's a couple things that they're going to send us that actually is specific to GT350.
So it's interesting tearing this car apart, and you know, most people think this is like a bullet or whatever, and they'd be dead wrong. The entire guts underneath the shell of this car is all GT350, minus the engine, but even a lot of the cooling system is all GT350 specific. So yeah, and to include all of this, but with the kits, you know, this being the first one on a Mach 1, we got regular GT parts on some of the hoses.
So we talked to ESS, and they're actually going to send you GT350 parts that we would need because of this cooler. The air filter that it had after the GT won't fit, but they have the correct for a GT350, and they're going to send us that and the lower radiator hose.
So essentially, if you go order this kit, you're going to order the GT350 kit, I believe. But, you know, we're going to let ESS update their system and stuff like that because, again, it's a GT motor, and there's a little bit of difference between the two. But, yeah, a lot of 350 parts on this car. It's pretty impressive, actually, what Ford has done. But, yeah, we should be able to rock and roll, get this thing fired up in no time.
Yep. We'll catch back up with you guys when we get the parts they are sending us. And they are overnighting us apart, so really, really good company to work with. And then once we get that, we'll get everything installed and we'll get it started and then head to the dyno and see what it does. Yeah. I'm really interested because we have the before numbers and we have the after numbers. A lot of people get wrapped up in dyno numbers. One thing I want to talk about is do not get wrapped up in dyno numbers because it is a tuning tool. You go from one dyno to another. But here we use the same dyno over and over again.
Consistency.
And the good thing about this is that we have the before and we're going to have after on the same dyno to see what this car actually picked up from this supercharger kit. As you see, we got it running. One thing I want to go over with you guys real quick. They send a 10 rib idler. So if you want to upgrade to the 10 rib in the future, you don't have to change all that out. But if you look right here, guys, and it's in the instructions, you need to run to the very back of the pulley closest to the engine on the last 6 ribs right there. That's where you need to put it, so everything lines up correctly. Already had it running. We took it out. We got the initial log for Daryl, and it is ready to go wide open throttle on the dyno. So that's where we're headed right now. So we will pick back up when we get there. All right, so that was the first pull that you guys seen on the dyno. I'm in the car, so I'm not out filming. Chris filmed for me, thanks to Chris. But we put down 658, and it actually pulled 3 degrees of timing up top. So we put some octanium in it to raise the octane level to try to get it close to what it should do on some good 93. That's where we're at right now. We was kind of octane limited on that run, but 658. And it put down 460 here on the exact same dyno NA. So we picked up 200 horsepower and we're pulling 3 degrees up top. So right now I've let the everything cycle through to get the good fuel up there to the engine. Did a little pull and everything looks good. So we're gonna let the thing cool down, get another rip on the dyno and see what it actually puts down. This kit has actually impressed me, guys. You can hit up ESS Tuning to go get the kit. It's not an expensive kit and it works. Installation is a breeze, it works, and if you don't want to install it yourself, you can always hit us up at HPR and we can get it installed for you. But so we're going to let everything cool down. We're going to get another run on the dyno and see what it does with a little better fuel in the car.
Boy, dude. Oh man. 520 torque, all SAE correct. Yes, dude. Yes.
All right. So on the second pull, we actually added about 0.7 degrees of timing. On the first pull was pull 3 degrees, second pull 0.7, so roughly 4 degrees of timing added. And we picked up from 658 to 735. So a lot of people say my car feels sluggish sometimes. A lot of times it's probably pulling timing. You gotta hold some 93 that not quite on par. Now that is a 274 horsepower increase from the other day when we put down 461 with the ESS G3 centrifugal supercharger kit. So guys, I am very, very impressed with this. 174 horsepower gain. The first run went on the Dyno.